Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. This is Jessa, and you have now stepped within the Caim Circle. Thank you so much for being here with me. Caim is a symbol of sanctuary, protection, of unconditional love, and in this space with me, you are far from judged. I am showing up as authentically with pure and total authenticity. This is just me, raw, ready to go. And today I am putting on my Untoxicated hat. So, Untoxicated is my alcohol-free beverage consultancy that focuses on education and bringing alcohol-free events into the world and helping people understand that alcohol is glamorized by social media, by TV, movies, everything, just the way smoking used to be glamorized. Alcohol has been and is highly glamorized, and it has been a incredible detriment to our health, to society. People are dying because of this, car accidents, heart disease, stroke, you name it. People are dying from alcoholism, their kidney failure, they're losing jobs, they're losing families. And yes, don't get me wrong. People think of alcohol and they think of party. They think of a party, they think of socializing, they think of having a good time, they think of taking the edge off. But it has been proven that it is not good for you. Not even red wine. Alcohol removed red wine, absolutely. I will definitely drink some alcohol removed red wine so that it actually does get into my heart, that it actually does send me all of those heart healthy antioxidants and the things that come with actual alcohol removed red wine, the ingredients, right? So I have been in the alcohol-free beverage space for quite a few years now. I started off as the director of brand partnerships and operations for Sachet, the NA bottle shop. You definitely have to look up Sachet. That's Secchey. They are now making their own products. They are beautifully curated in Target. They still have their flagship store in Charleston, South Carolina. And their slogan is drink less and live more. And it's all about mindful drinking with Sachet. It's not about, completely being abstinent and giving it up entirely. It's just about owning your relationship with it. And so you can sugar is not good for you, right? But I'm not going to give it up entirely, right? So there are all these things in the world that are carcinogens, just like alcohol. They are causing cancer. And if we are not cognizant and aware and mindful of how we are consuming these things, then they can end up controlling our lives and hurting us, right? And so whether you're going out to a party and you want to have a drink and you still want to be able to drive home, or you don't want to have to worry about all these different things, no matter where you are on your journey, I am just here to help you make a step forward into more mindfulness, right? And so today I want to talk about drinking less and living more, and how you can actually enjoy parties and socializing and celebrating without alcohol. Because, right, like I said, alcohol is glamorized. It's all over everywhere. It's in our music. It's on our favorite shows. Everybody's sitting around and clinking glasses together, and that's what making it this beautiful experience, is because they have this cocktail or this wine or this beer. And so when we go out and we're trying to lower our inhibitions and we're trying to relax and be able to have this liquid courage to just let loose, right? We go to alcohol. But let me tell you, that is just what has been ingrained into your mindset. And so you have to do a little bit of a mindset shift. So, in this world where alcohol is playing such a prominent role in social events, it can be really challenging for anyone who doesn't drink at all or just doesn't want to drink very much. It's hard for us to fully participate and enjoy ourselves, or we think it is. But opting for a sober lifestyle doesn't mean you have to miss out on the fun. It does not. I have a great time and I don't have to drink. In fact, practicing mindful drinking and socializing without alcohol has led to more meaningful and fulfilling relationships in my life. I mean, it's completely changed the connections that I have in my life. And there are plenty of things that our society is saying is right, but they aren't. Just like with, cigarettes used to be glamorized, like I said, and they're not. And now we know the truth. And alcohol is the same, and people are waking up to that. You can listen to the Huberman podcast, and he has a fantastic show on the science behind it and how much of a detriment it really is. So whether you have decided to drink less or not at all, I applaud your courage and commitment. I applaud your being here with me today, because obviously just by listening to this, you're curious. So if you are making an active choice to drink less, that means you're committing to your own health and wellness and to the health and wellness of your loved ones, which is amazing. And it's important to recognize that, because you aren't drinking. Just because you aren't drinking doesn't mean that you can't go out and have a great time and socialize with others in a more meaningful way than ever. And that's really what I want to focus on today, is letting you know that you can socialize and celebrate, but your mindset matters, right? So number one is your mindset. If you go to an event and a party or any other social situation where alcohol is or could be involved, you cannot show up and think, well, this is going to suck because I'm not drinking. If you're thinking that, then yeah, that's how you're going to feel. You cannot get up all caught up in, this whirlwind of negative thoughts where you're feeling like everyone's judging you. Everyone is going to think I'm not fun. If I was drinking, then I could relax. Like, you have to hone your mindset. You have to change the way you're seeing that. You have to not worry about whether you feel judged or not. You just got to be there for you, and you got to love yourself. And you must remember that whatever you believe is true, or at least true to you, and that will be your reality. You are the one deciding what your story says, and you have the ability to rewrite that script at any time. We are manifesting our lives at all times, and you really do have, you are the creator, right? You are the creator of your life, and you have the decision and the choice. So one of the best things you can do when your mind starts rambling is to get out of your head, right? And move into your body. And that's where somatic movement comes into play. That's where different meditations come into play. And I have all of that available if you're interested. So go to jessafrancis.net. You can find me in multiple ways. You can go to the book club on Facebook, the Caim Circle book club. All kinds of different resources with me, whether you're just needing some affirmations, you're needing mindset support. I have tons of different programs that will help you with that. I could recommend this little quote for just about anyone who's going through a hard time. Okay, so whether it is coping with heartache, curbing cravings, changing old patterns, or dealing with overwhelming pressures, Get up, move your body, go on a walk, talk to someone, be active rather than letting yourself get emotionally reactive. Um, and that being said, I believe it is wildly important. Please don't go out partying until you're ready. Okay, so um, as I'm talking about mindset, if you are not in the right mindset and you have not been able to figure that out, like, don't put that pressure on yourself. Don't hurt yourself in order to go socialize and be, if unless you can find a crowd of people that are willing to not drink with you. So no, be where you are. Allow yourself the love and the compassion of being where you are. And it's going to take some time for you to feel confident and to be really ready to take on socializing if you've completely cut out drinking, especially in, large and groups of people where alcohol is involved. So give yourself the time and the grace to make sure that you feel comfortable and safe. Honor yourself. And you may find that socializing can be heavily draining. And you need to take time to prepare yourself and to recover. And it's okay to take that time. More than okay. Don't use your sobriety as a crutch or an excuse to not feel and connect with others, though. Okay? So do guard yourself and make sure that you feel in alignment with who you're spending time with and where you're spending your time. That's part of the process of giving up alcohol, or, is like no longer putting yourself in places and with people that don't align with you. Right. And that's usually a big thing. Right. And asking yourself, why you've been doing that, and it all comes back to the same thing. Self-worth, limiting beliefs, all the things. And that's why I balance this out with what I do, the Caim Circle and Untoxicated. That's how they play hand in hand. Right? So let's just explore some tips, some strategies to help you once you are ready and you have honed that mindset to get you out and to help you navigate parties and social gatherings while staying true to your sober lifestyle, right? Or to your mindful drinking lifestyle that just means you don't want to drink much and you don't want to feel pressured. And so and another thing, if you are curious or you don't know for sure whether you want to give it up entirely, whether you're going to be ready to move into a space where you can just have one or two drinks, because let me tell you what alcohol does is it blocks off the frontal lobe of your brain. It's literally melting the gray matter. And that's what's so terrible about it. But so it takes away the decision making part of your brain. So if you are worried, right, that I want to have a drink or two, but I don't know if I can control it, start small, or reach out to me and just talk to me directly about it. Because self-awareness is really, really key to being able to know whether you want to take that on or not, right? Say you did dry January and you want to start slow and see how it goes. It takes a lot of self-inquiry and a lot of self-awareness to see how that goes. So the big thing is self-reflection and intention setting. Before you attend a party, take time to do some self-reflection. Self-awareness is key. You have to want to do the self-inquiry first, to do the self-inquiry to get to the self-awareness, but check in with you. Reflect on your why you don't want to drink anymore, and remind yourself of those reasons why you're choosing this lifestyle, why you're making this decision. If this has been a problem for you, you need to have a very strong foundational why that you can carry with you and that you can embody. And establishing that very clear intention can help you stay focused and motivated throughout the event that you're going to. So whether it's prioritizing your health and well-being, your personal growth, or simply connecting with others on a deeper level, whatever your reasons are, keep your intention in mind, and it will help guide you to better decisions, to better behaviors. I've said this before, the road to hell is not paved with good intentions. It is paved with no intentions. So know your why, know your intentions, and set them for yourself. Know yourself. So, and another big thing that you need to know when you're going out and you want to cut back is you need to communicate, right? We're all afraid of not saying what it is that we want. You know, we don't want to tell people, oh, I'm not drinking. And don't get me wrong, you don't have to tell everybody. But if you're not, then you need to make sure that you have alternative options, right? I wasn't really ready when I first got started, and I just brought all my own products. And I was really lucky, of course, because I'm working at a non-alcoholic bottle shop, and I had a cooler full of products, right? But I say own it, right? Do yourself and your friends a favor and speak about your decisions. Tell them your why. And if they don't respect you, maybe that's a clear thing that you're not with the right people and in the right space. But be clear, be honest about your goals. Don't hesitate to let your friends know that you're making a choice. That open communication will reduce misunderstandings, help other people respect you. Most people are understanding and will appreciate your honesty. You may even inspire others, which is a great thing. And you may also find that it leads to an honest evaluation, like I said, of who you're spending your time with. So mindfulness, right? Mindful eating, mindful drinking, mindful consumption goes far beyond a lot of, this alcohol consumption. Okay. So, and then exploring the alcohol-free options. Okay. Having an elevated experience. That's what we're after. We want to go out, we want to socialize, we want to celebrate, and having elevated options that are alcohol free, that make you feel included, that you have something to put in your koozie, that you have something to pour into that martini glass or your wine glass, that makes all the difference in the world. So just because you're not drinking alcohol does not mean that you cannot enjoy an amazingly delicious drink. The alcohol-free beverage industry, it is on the rise, and it is only increasing in popularity. More bars and restaurants are carrying more options. I highly recommend, just like when I'm going out, I have my purse and I say, okay, keys, phone, wallet, all the bitters. I have my all the bitters with me. It's always something that I can just put into some club soda with some lemon and nobody even has to bother me. I have what I want, and they're always super curious. And it's functional. It's great stuff. Or like Jukes Cordialities. They have these cute little bottles of this apple cider vinegar based product that pours right into bubbly or still water and creates a wine alternative that is fantastic and good for your digestion. And just like all the bitter and Jukes, both of these kind of functional products, right? Sharing functional drinks can be so fun, and it really creates a good deal of intrigue in other people, and this drums up curiosity, and it's a great conversation starter. Trust me, I've used it a lot because my go-to is always the functional drinks personally. And if you're curious of what a functional drink is, so that is your adaptogenic, nootropic, products. So what is that? Adaptogenic. You're adapting to stress. So this is something you would actually want to take very regularly if you want it to work. But these adaptogenic drinks, they have things in them that will reduce your stress levels, that actually lower your cortisol, your stress hormone, and boost your serotonin. It's really amazing to make you de-stress, unwind, and feel good. And depending on the product, and if you're really curious about this, check out my website, untoxicated.world. But this is what I do. I educate on all of these products and their ingredients. But the functional world, if you're curious about that, there are the adaptogenic products that, like I said, you have to drink over time, and their ingredients will gradually lower your stress levels. And then there's nootropic ingredients, which are focused on cognition and helping your mind, right? So helping with memory, helping with this sense of clarity and focus. There's just L-theanine, for example, is a really big one. It's extracted from green tea, and it helps with clarity and focus. It's amazing stuff. And it's in a lot of these products. And then you've got ginger and lemon balm and these really, really healthy ingredients too, right? That not only taste good and make things delicious, but they're helping your body as well. And they there's just, it's amazing, this space, right? I'll have to do several episodes on the ingredients themselves, on the products that have those ingredients, and which way to go to really help people understand how to use these products to their benefit, other than just having something in the cooler for you, right? It can just be a non-alcoholic beer. There's so many amazing non-alcoholic beers now. So it's way beyond O'Doul's, right? It's way beyond the Heineken Zero, the Corona Zero, and now the big names out there, of course, they're there. But thanks to Athletic, that really kind of got the ball rolling, we now have Mash Gang and Untitled Art and Barabbas Brewing and just all of these amazing beers that are truly full-bodied, and you can get everything from a Kolsch to an IPA to Pilsner to you name it. There's stouts, sours, everything that you could want in an NA option. For just like an easy pop in the cooler. There are alcohol removed wines. There are alternative wines like Jukes, Murray, and Rock Grace. Which is completely sugar free, preservative free, all the things. There's differences between having clean options that are using very, very clean ingredients, no preservatives, no junk, right? No natural or artificial flavors, all of that good stuff. And then there's the functional that will help your body long term. Like actually do give you vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. It's incredible. And that you're actually drinking health rather than drinking cancer. So, I mean, having these alternative options when you go to a party so that you can show up with something to share, something to talk about, or just something to have for yourself. Okay. So this leads me right into engaging in conversations and activities. One of the key aspects of socializing is the actual connecting, right? So instead of relying on alcohol as a conversation lubricant, engage in truly meaningful discussions, talk to them, ask open-ended questions, actively listen, participate in all of the different things, watch people do what people do. And by immersing yourself in the present moment, you're going to forge deep connections and create lasting memories. You're not going to lose your memory. You're going to like wake up and be like, where am I? You're going to remember, and you're going to have connected. And that's amazing. It's going to help you find like-minded individuals, because chances are there will be other people at that party who prefer a lifestyle closer to yours. And once again, if there are not, you need to question who you're hanging out with, right? But there's going to be people that want to know about what you have to share when it comes to alcohol-free products or when it comes to your mindset. And by being yourself and owning your decisions, you will be surprised with how many people you inspire. Because more often than not, others will understand your perspective, and a lot of people need this, right? You can provide support, camaraderie. Sobriety doesn't have to be isolating. On the contrary, it can be a gateway to forming beautiful and loving relationships. And then I want to say, practice self-care. Parties can sometimes be overwhelming, and particularly when alcohol is involved. So just take care of yourself, know your limits, make sure you feel safe and respected, make sure that you can feel at ease. And if you're not, get out of there. Take breaks when you're needed. When needed, like the chaos is happening, let yourself find some peace. Let yourself go back to breathing and meditation. It's takes 5 minutes. As a yoga teacher, I have learned to hone my own nervous system, and that is a beautiful thing. So those moments of self-reflection will help you stay centered and ensure that you are enjoying the party without compromising your well-being. And my last bit of advice, love yourself. Love yourself. If it were your best friend, your sibling, or a child, or how would you want them to behave and to feel? Stand up for yourself and remember that alcohol is never what made life good. It is about having an elevated and joyful experience where good memories and friendships can be made. We are all looking for a place to get together and to feel connected, and drinking alcohol is not some prerequisite for enjoying parties and socializing. It isn't. And by practicing mindful drinking and participating in social events without alcohol, you can cultivate deeper and more genuine connections, gain access to more personal growth, and have more meaningful, truly meaningful experiences. That's what we want. We want to feel meaningful. We want to feel purposeful. We want to feel joy. So without alcohol, you have more chance at that than you will ever have had with it. And remember that it is your choice. This is your choice to lead a mindful or sober lifestyle. And if you have the power to create this life that you want, and you do not need to rely on alcohol, you do not need to rely on these things. So go out, be confident, have fun, love yourself, enjoy the party, one mindful moment at a time. This is your story, and you decide what it has to say. Okay? So there we go. That's today. Mindful drinking and socializing. Drink less, live more, which is Sachet's slogan, but I'm stealing it for this episode. Thanks, Emily. And I just want to say thank you for being here within the Caim Circle with me. Thank you for stepping into this space with me. I hope you feel more knowledgeable. I hope you feel a little more empowered. And I hope you all have a beautiful and happy day. Inhale and exhale. Please remember to breathe. Please, please, please to remember to breathe, be present, look up at the sky, connect with nature, connect with your own breath, with your own heart, with the light and love within you. I see you. I hear you. I love you. I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.